and Fox 45 Morning News. All local, all morning.
I was just telling our next guest that he should have been here about a week ago. It's the season for cold and flu, so this morning we're offering some good reminders for folks on how to protect yourself and your family from getting sick. Obviously, I needed this information about a week ago, but unfortunately I didn't have it because Ron Atman is here today from Acme Paper and Supply to give us some suggestions for, first of all, our homes. And you say that there are some germs lurking and maybe some spots we're not thinking about. So thanks for being here, first of all. How can we protect ourselves?
Well, first of all, it's sort of like what the Ravens have to do today. To win the game...
I like that analogy.
Sure, because you have to play good defense. The Ravens have to keep the Chargers off of their side of the field, and it's the same thing with germs. We got to keep them out of our home.
I like it.
And at Acme Paper and Supply, we work with our clients in hospitals and in restaurants, in office buildings, and in educational facilities to try to teach them and show them how they can have a healthy workplace. If they have a healthy workplace, then the germs don't go home with you.
Right.
And so that's a big part of our focus. We actually have programs called Healthy Measures for hospitals and healthy workplaces for offices and healthy schools, of course, for educational facilities that pinpoint areas in each of these places where germs fester and where people don't normally look at. And so we try to teach them how the processes and the products to use to
keep it as clean as possible and
it.
keep the colds and flus to a minimum. So let's talk about some of those places. What are kind of the hotbeds of germ activity we should know about?
The number one hotbed are the hands.
Yep.
And the most important thing, the middle linebacker of the defense for healthcare is good hand hygiene. So teaching people and reinforcing the proper processes for washing hands is the number one thing. We all teach our kids, you know, to sing happy birthday twice as you wash your hands. And if you go on the CDC website, they'll tell you that that's the way you should do it. But there are times where you can't wash your hands. You can't get to a sink.
Sure. So some of these products would be a good alternative if you can't do the 2 minutes of hand washing.
So you have handheld hand sanitizers that just a little spritz of that, let it dry off, and you know, you've eliminated most of the germs that you can come in contact with.
You have some of the wipes and the sprays as well, and some of the smaller sizes, which are good for, you know, your purse and things like that. So some of these products obviously will help you when you can't wash your hands.
Exactly. Actually, you know, there's a person that follows the president with some Purell.
Very smart. That's a lot of handshaking, isn't it? Yes. All right, terrific. Well, we will do our best then. I will be using some of these on the desk to make sure that we contain my cold this holiday season. Thank you so much for being here today. Some great information. We'll put some of that on our website, foxbaltimore.com. And coming up for us, a boy...